Our other top story tonight, the Aaron Hernandez murder trial heads outside of the courtroom.
Today, jurors toured several sites associated with the 2013 shooting death of Odin Lloyd, including the scene of the crime and the homes of both the victim and the celebrity suspect. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us live now from Fall River Superior Court with the latest developments.
Today's jury view took about 4 hours. The jurors saw 7 sites, spending the most time at Aaron Hernandez's home. A day of court outside the courtroom.
Your responsibility is to see each place, to observe it carefully, and to remember what you see.
Friday morning, jurors deciding the Aaron Hernandez case boarded a bus and visited several sites that are crucial to the investigation. The bus was escorted by Massachusetts State Police. We followed close behind. It stopped at 4 cell phone towers on the way to Dorchester, where the victim, Odin Lloyd, lived. Jurors looked at his home and his neighbor's home.
I'm going to point your attention to certain locations on the side of 9 Faiston Street, on both sides and also on the front, to particular camera equipment that is on that building.
Remember, prosecutors say that surveillance system captured video of Odin Lloyd getting into a car with Aaron Hernandez, Carlos Ortiz, and Ernest Wallace right before his death. The next stop on the jury's field trip, the crime scene in North Attleboro. Prosecutors say Lloyd was shot to death in a graveled area here near Corliss Landing. Jurors spent about 15 minutes viewing the now snow-covered industrial park. About a mile away, the final stop in a quiet neighborhood. Police blocked off the road in front of the former football star's sprawling home while jurors were inside.
We'll have some things to point out to you in the home at 22 Ronald C. Meyer Drive.
After about 45 minutes, the group, led by the judge and attorneys, left Hernandez's house and headed back to court in Fall River. You probably noticed there was no video of the jurors. Well, that was on purpose. In court, we're not allowed to shoot any video of them, and the same rule applies outside of court. Shannon and Mike.
Susan, in your video, we saw the judge and attorneys getting on the bus, but was Aaron Hernandez along for the ride as well?
No, he wasn't. Typically, defendants are not allowed to go on these sorts of jury views. Same rule applied for him, so he had to stay behind. Back to you.
All right, Susan, thank you very much. We'll check back with you on Eyewitness News at 6.
And now Hernandez on trial. The jurors got to take a break from the courtroom today to view several sites key to the investigation.
They visited 7 locations, but spent most of the time at the defendant's North Attleboro home. New at 6 tonight, more on what prosecutors wanted jurors not to see there. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us now live outside Fall River Superior Court.
Prosecutors didn't want the jurors to see any of Aaron Hernandez's football memorabilia. Well, the judge had already ruled anything that was there on display back in June of 2013 was allowed to stay. The rest had to go. Aaron Hernandez's 7,100 square foot home was the final stop on a 4-hour-long journey for jurors.
We'll show you certain rooms and other things that we think are significant. Again, both parties having the opportunity to point out things that they think will be important for you to see and remember and understand when you later hear testimony in this case.
As we reported Thursday, prosecutors said the former football star's home was completely different than it was in June of 2013, right after Odin Lloyd's death. Prosecutors say there were new photos, more football memorabilia, and extra trophies that hadn't been on display. The defense had to cover it all up or remove it before jurors arrived.
I want to make it perfectly clear, Your Honor, categorically, that we have never, nor would we ever, manipulate that premises in any way to influence the jury. We have never changed anything in there. We've never asked for anything to be changed in there.
Other stops on the jury view included cell phone towers, the crime scene in North Attleboro, and Odin Lloyd's house in Dorchester. His mother, Ursula Ward, still lives there and returned home right after the jurors left. As is typical for defendants, Aaron Hernandez was not allowed to go along on the jury view. Mike and Shannon.
Susan, I know we saw yesterday that one of Aaron Hernandez's attorneys made an apparent joke about Deflategate while a witness was on the stand. Was there any backlash about that today?
The judge brought it up with that attorney before the jury was in the courtroom. She reminded the attorney that this is a very serious case. He apologized and said he was just mistaken in his judgment. Back to you.
All right, Susan, thank you. That's Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell live outside Fall River Superior Court. And